Time it is. It's 5 o'clock. What you wanna ask Ginger today? I said, what you rolling? Where we going? It's 5 o'clock, you know the G shop is open. Let's go. What you rolling? Where we going? It's 5 o'clock, you know the G shop is open. Another episode for a new week. You know I had to run it back, I found a new beat. Pull up, bring a couple friends, we got a few seats. We ain't competing with you shows, y'all thinking too deep. We in the city of the Eagles, they exotic too. That's why I'm high up with the stars, I'm floating by the moon. You know you made it when your mother says she proud of you. We on the ground, we on the book and watch us on the tube. What you rolling? Where we going? It's 5 o'clock, you know the G shop is open. Let's go. What you rolling? Where we going? It's 5 o'clock, you know the G shop is open. Let's go. You know it's 5 o'clock every Wednesday. Chronic Conversation. You got Pete Rose and Tashia, aka Ginger. Music spun by DJ Nate. You can find us at Glockaware. Let's go.
Fucking go. We lit DJ Nate. We in the building. What up? Spill Entertainment presents Chronic Conversation. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Pete Rose. My DJ Nate G on the 1 and 2s. My co-host Tashia, aka Ginger. She be in the building in a little bit for her fans. Shout out everybody that's in the chat. Everybody that's tapping in. Chronic Conversation every Wednesday. 5 to 6. Tap in on the live. If you can't catch us live, spin the block on YouTube. Just type in Glockaware or type in Chronic Conversation. We're going to pop right up. We there every time, all day, every day, man. Listen, shout out Eagle Exotics, man. The #1 THC delivery service in the city, man. All the products you see me smoking on. Eagle Exotic, everything you see up here, I probably didn't try it. All the pre-rolls, definitely. Make sure y'all tap in for them pre-rolls. And they got their own pre-rolls now. Them Jones is crazy. Tap in with Eagle Exotic, man. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. Get some good chronic, man. #1 delivery service in the city for a reason. Great service, great prices for everybody. Whether you the middle man, the little man, or the big man. They got you. I'm dead ass serious, man. Shout out my brother Jay Cleasy. Shout out Bree Clark. Shout out Neff. Y'all know what it is. Shout out my brother Razor. Help Me Help Them is the organization. Y'all know what it is. We out here striving in our community, trying to make a difference. Shout out Real Mission Inc. and Mission Forward. LaWanda in the building with us. Listen, June 7th, 5th Street Lounge. Glockaware presents Billy Dance and MOP, man. Make sure y'all get there. 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. 5th Street Lounge, June 7th. Billy Dance, MOP is in the motherfucking building. All my hip-hop heads be in the motherfucking building. And on June 8th, the beginning of June is going to be lit. We got a Black Men Wellness Day down at Temple University, 1816 North 15th Street. That's on Temple's campus, and it's a Black Men's Wellness Day. You know, it says, join us to save Black men's lives. Hosted by Senator Sharice Street and Honorary Chair Solomon Jones. I seen him speak at something else. And, WURDR, that's what it was. So yeah, know him from WURD. They got a lot of sponsors on here. They got a 5K walk and run that day, health screenings, family fun, and once again, it's Saturday, June 8th, 2024, 7 a.m. until down on Temple University campus. And they got sponsors, Johnson & Johnson, a lot of people, Temple, you know, UPMC, healthcare. So one day, LaWanda, we're going to have our sponsors the same way. We're going to, look, I joined, matter of fact, so I can show it to the people. You know, it's a Black men's wellness event. You know, if for all the men, young men, old men, middlemen. This is a great joint to come out for the community, man. If you got sons, nephews, bring them. There's great networking. You don't have to do the 5K walk. You should definitely do the health screenings because niggas don't be trying to go to the doctors. And we're going to be listen, we're going to have some health talk on Chronic Conversation for men and women. We're going to have some guests on here to talk, and they're going to share their personal experience. And then they said it's family fun. So definitely tap in. June 8th, Black Men Wellness Day. You know, tap in with Senator Sharice Street. And speaking of political officials, I'm still stuck on the shit that I was on last week, asking everybody, they upset at the mayor for the priorities that she's implementing, but I'm asking them, what do they want to be implemented? Tashia said potholes. All right, cool. Everybody else I asked from the streets to that's being around in life, they done said, oh, do something. First of all, it's a whole lack of political education and awareness. And nobody is going out to seek the knowledge. Everybody say, oh, we don't know this, or we don't know that. The mayor had a town hall budget meeting. A lot of people said, well, I didn't know. If you don't do your due diligence and go look for the information, then you won't know. It's not going to fall out the air and just drop onto your lap, and now you got the information. You're not going to see it on Instagram. You might have to go to different sources to get the information that you need to make the change in the city. But it goes back to boys in the hood. Either you don't know, you don't show, or you don't give a fuck. It's one of the three. So you don't know, or you don't show, and you did know, or you did have both of them, you just don't give a fuck. It's one of the three. And that's from Boys in the Hood in 1992. It's 2024. And motherfuckers still on the same time. So it's like, really, go and look for the sources for the information. And I said on Instagram today, I got a question. If anybody can answer it, I'll give you $50. And the question is, let me see how I'm going to put this. What are the 4 positions in local politics in the city that you should be tapped into to make a change from 1 to 4? And I'll give you like this. The 4th one is the mayor. So what's the other 3 positions that you should be tapped into as a person in your community to make any change or to have your voice heard? What's the other 3 elected positions? And 1 position you don't have to be elected to. So 1 is the mayor, and it's 3 other positions that you should be tapped in if you're trying to make any change in your community. So that's matter of fact, that's the question right there. And I got another question. The other question is, do you know what the Committee of 70 is? Tashia, you just came in the building. You know what Committee of 70 is? All right, so that's the next one. Listen, that's a bonus, Joan. You get another bonus $50. If you know those 2 things and you don't Google it, I'll give you. That's $100. That's $100. You can't count. Can't count.
What was the 2 things? Can we run it back?
No. You just got it. I'm definitely running it back like a relay. Listen, the first question was, what are the 4 political positions on the local level that you should be in tune with contacting to make a change in your community? And I said, I'll give them a hint. The 4th one is the mayor. So from 1 to 4, the 4th one is the mayor. In order? In order. What's the next 3 political people in your community that you should be tapped into to make any change or to get your voice heard? Mm-hmm. That's the first question. Mm-hmm. The second question is, do you know what the Committee of 70 is? That's the 2, and that's the bonus question. So I'm asking everybody, anybody that's watching, and you can hit me up after the show and give me the question, but you can't Google it. Be honest. You got to be honest. And then I'm going to know if you Googled it or not. I already going to know.
All right, so if they get it right, they get what?
I'm going $50.
$50.
Yeah. So
from Pete Rose.
From Pete Rose, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because you know. No, that's cheating. This for all the people that say they don't know or they don't show or they don't give a fuck. So no, come Yeah, come the fuck on, Lawanda. You already
No conversation about this without me up in
Lawanda,
here.
you already fucking know. You can listen. You definitely know.
Oh, we don't even need to have fun.
No, you don't know. We on 10 max.
I'm sorry.
Tashi already said it. We on 10
I
max.
told y'all every time I come in here, I need my shit on 10 max.
And it's and Took got it right. Shout out to Kid all
Shout out
day.
to Toucan.
Listen, no, because listen, democracy. I'm not even gonna say politics. Democracy isn't just voting, and democracy isn't just voting on the federal level for president. People don't even know what the state attorney general do, and that person controls a lot of the stuff: what you drink, what you eat, what we smoke, all that, and nobody even know the person's name or what they do. So fuck the state, fuck the federal. I'm just asking on a local level. What's the people that you get in contact? Because everybody keeps saying Sherrod this, Sherrod that. You know, it's more, several entities before you get to the mayor. Mm-hmm. Before you can even go to the mayor with your problems, there's 3 other people that you got to go to. You have to, and if they're not working in your community, let you know they're fucking up. Point blank, period.
And you know what? A lot of times people are upset because they don't know who the right person is to go for what. So like I said, you know, one of the things I learned, I used to work for State Representative Derisha Parker, 198th District. But if you need,
I had to go get it though.
So your congressman,
my bad.
9 times out of 10, if you're in Philadelphia, your congressman is Congressman Dwight Evans. He's the one that goes to Washington. Mm-hmm. He's in the House of Representatives in Washington. He represents most of Philadelphia's section in Washington, D.C. You go to them for things like passports, Social Security issues, things like that. If you go to their site, it's a whole list of the things they do. If you call your council person about Social Security issues, they're not going to be able to help you. If you go to your state rep, you go to them for like anything related to PennDOT, your license, you know, just certain things the
potholes,
the potholes would be city. The potholes would be your city council person. Okay. So it's like the state has a list of things that they do. The city has a list of things they do. So you get mad when you're not getting something done, but you talking to the wrong person to do it, or you just don't know that they even do that. Right. And the other thing is a lot of times they want people to fight violence. Like they expect Cindy Bass to put on a bulletproof vest and go out and you know, get into gang wars with people. These people can't do that stuff. But what they can do is that they're in charge of law enforcement. So you get law enforcement to do its job, because that's the job of law enforcement. And if you don't like the way that's run, that's a city council thing. Right. So, you know, you don't want to talk to Derisha about law enforcement. You don't want to talk to the congressman about law enforcement. That's a city level thing.
I'm not talking to Sharif Street
it's
about
levels to
nothing
this.
local. I'm talking to him about marijuana reform on the state level.
Right.
That's what I'm doing with Sharif. I can't go to Cindy and ask her about that because she's local. And that's what I be trying to explain to people. Like, you really got to know who you need to go to, and you need to know who the person is in your district who represents you where you live at.
Right, because if you're talking to somebody just because you know their name, like Kenyatta Johnson 9 times out, like, well, number one, he's the council president now. He just became city council president, but Kenyatta Johnson used to, you know, be like West Philly. So if I live in North Philly and I'm talking to Kenyatta Johnson about stuff, he gonna just nod at me and, you know what I mean? Yeah. Then you're not getting a call from his office or nothing because you're not in his district. So if you're in Logan, you know what I mean? You want to talk to like Derisha Parker. You want to talk to Steve Kinsey. I think Anthony Phillips, he's new. He's one of the ones that's from around here. But like, gotta know who your person is.
On the state level and local level.
Oh, Front
and I know Sharif and Cindy Bass office is right there at Germantown and
that might be Anthony. That might be the new dude, Anthony Phillips.
That might be the new. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be Anthony Phillips because he's new.
Yeah.
I would say that's on the other side.
All right.
And stop just taking pictures with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not celebrities. Stop just taking pictures with them.
His office right there.
That's not enough. They're supposed to do a job for us.
All right. So that, and I think, matter of fact, because remember when we wanted to do the celebrity when we did the celebrity basketball game up at 10th Street with Razor, and we kind of got a hard time in the beginning.
Yeah, you got the runaround.
We got the runaround, and she was telling us to contact him. You know, she was telling us to contact Anthony Phillips to try to get it. But once we worked around it, we still got the celebrity game done. Shout out LaWanda, shout out Razor, shout out me.
That's the thing is that they like to discourage you too.
Yeah,
like a lot of the running around,
yeah.
and so you don't come back and ask no more questions.
Because she thought the lady that ran 10th Street, she thought we were having a basketball tournament. And we was like, listen, it's just one game and it's a celebrity game. It was kind of a tournament, but it was a celebrity game.
Then we've mentioned the celebrity. There's like, we can change that for you. We can
real quick.
At first we couldn't do nothing. At first we couldn't do nothing. Then we mentioned the celebrity. Yeah. Oh well, I think we can move some things around. Yeah, you could have. You could have moved some things around.
So and that's the thing. It's like you got the people at the rectory, and you got people on their high horse trying to hold their power. Yes, but the people you vote in, you got to hold them accountable. And that's why I'm asking people, do you know what the committee of 70 is? Because you have to do your homework on the people before they get in. And then when they get in, you have to know who you contact to deal with them. Like, if you want to, and I didn't know this, if you want to really deal with Cindy Bash, you can see her out and have a relationship, but it's really the assistants that make things work. Shout out to Malik. Because one thing I can do is spot things in my neighborhood. So, for example, the potholes or the manhole covers, like on Broad Street, they be getting filled up with trash, and you be having puddles when it rained and all that. And that's something I wanted to change and get rid of. And I contacted Cindy Bass's office, talked to Malik, tell him you send him a picture, he get it done. So stuff on the local level, people can do the same thing. So if it's something that you see that you don't like, you contact whoever your council person is, or whatever, and then you go from there. You contact, and let's talk to the assistant. Yes, I'm a constituent, and this is what I need done. This is the problem. And they should be saying, send me the pictures of the problem, and we'll execute it and get it done.
Yeah, that's business 101. A lot of time we look at people in lower level positions like the assistants, and we look over them like as if those be the people that have the most power, because all the elected official is going to do is tell that person to do it anyway. Yeah. So you just cutting out the middleman by going directly to the person who's going to end up doing the job for you. Yeah. So don't dismiss those people. When you get that receptionist or that secretary, they like the most powerful person in any business, because they decide whether you ever even speak to the person. Yep. They run their calendar. They run everything. So, I mean, one of the reasons why I started building power was because I met all the assistants, and they ended up becoming the council people. In the future, like if you play the long game, a lot of them start off at the lower level and then end up becoming the actual elected official years later. So now it's like, oh yeah, girl, you know what I mean? Whereas before I didn't have access, now I have a way in because I know them.
Yeah, and that's why I said, like, knowing the assistants is very powerful, because like I said, they're the ones that actually getting the things done, and they're the ones that tell the council person, whoever, the politician, what's hot. Yeah. So if it's on, they got all these events on the calendar, they're gonna like, no, we're gonna be here because this gonna be popping. We're gonna be at this one. We're gonna make sure you here. We're not gonna send a representative. You gotta be at this one because it's a great look for you.
Yeah, they're the one watching their Instagram,
all that for
stuff. They're the ones doing all of that stuff. You think a council person is running all of their Instagram accounts? No, there's other people that do that stuff for them.
And it's the same thing with the mayor. You link with the assistants in the committee. That's why I asked somebody today. Somebody said, they had a proposal and the city was still in it. And I said, look, first of all, you're supposed to have your lawyer when you submit any proposal to anything. And then when you're going down there, I said, did you submit it to the mayor's committee this year? And did you try to sign up for the mayor's committee? The mayor is asking for people to come on the committee and say, what's the problems that we need done? So just because we see her saying you can't fix your car on the street or you can't tint on your front windshield, just does two things. It's a whole agenda. And if you go on where you need to go to, you can see what the mayor agenda is. You can see as soon as she got inaugurated, you can see what her agenda was.
Yeah, but she was saying her agenda throughout the whole campaign, but because people weren't paying attention, You know, they waited until it had a direct effect on them. It's stuff being decided. City council has its meetings online. You can actually watch them.
Online. You can watch city council meetings.
You can go them. Down 10 a.m. Thursdays.
You can go down there to City Hall 10 a.m. on Monday, get the pass, so you can sit in on a city council meeting. Yeah, and you can listen to everything that they going over, and then you get a chance to get up there and speak your piece. They have a time for that. You can do that. People don't even do that. That's what I'm saying. It's so much complaining. I'm just asking for solutions. Tashia, you the only person I said earlier. You the only person that gave a solution. You said the potholes. Everybody else I said asked that question to, they said just do something. I'm like, what the fuck is just do something? I'm like, damn, Tashia
just talking to be talking.
Yeah, so now I'm like, listen, if you're not halfway politically educated, I ain't talking no more. For real. Because there's no need. It's like beating a dead horse. I be trying to inform people, just like when I first got this. When I got the resource and grant joint. Ain't nobody else asked me, well, damn, how can I get one of them? When do they come out? Who has it? A couple people did ask me because they came down to Glockaware, but I don't know what you want. Like, I'll be giving the info out. When the info is here, people ain't listening. But when something directly affects them, man, it's fucked up. Man, the rich ain't doing their job, or Cindy fucking up and shit. She didn't sold Germantown High School. We mad as shit. Now everybody all up in arms and trying to get them out of there. But the next person that you elect is going to be on the same tight time. Honorable Earth. Same thing. So it's like, I'm saying this right now. When it comes to politics in the city of Philadelphia, either step up or step off. Because if you want to step up, that means we're going to come up with solutions and implement action. If not, then let's step off and let's don't worry about the shit. Let the shit go to flames. And let the real niggas step up and try. Because the complaining ain't helping. For real. Everybody that's angry, this shit ain't helping.
I came from work.
Do something. Like, that's why I said there's too many educated people in the city of Philadelphia not to have any solutions at all.
There's important pieces or important campaign promises that Sherelle Parker made before she got into office that affect black men specifically.
Definitely.
Like talking about reinstating stop and frisk, meaning you will now, I don't know if y'all realize y'all haven't been as bothered by the police in the last 7 I said as bothered. I didn't say you weren't bothered no more.
Oh, man,
but they were not allowed to just stop people for a period of time because the law changed. They also were not allowed to for a long time catch you on your tags on the car or none of that, like your lights. They couldn't bother you about not having little stickers in the registration and things like that. Bringing all, and that was only for the North and Northwest. They did a temporary law or whatever. But bringing that back means you could now be stopped on the street again for no apparent reason, simply for looking suspicious. And then with the tint law or whatever, that's like your car could be ticketed while it's parked, or you could be pulled over for having tint, period. Period. Now, so that's even more like, you know what I'm saying?
Now, let me ask you a question, LaWanda, because I don't know everything about politics. I just been doing political work since 2007 all the way up to now. But it's still stuff I be learning. It's stuff LaWanda teach me every day. Now, if that is the law is in effect already?
No, it's still under, it's being presented now under consideration. But this is the time where you start.
Okay, and this
is the time where you hit the DMs. You don't wait till they hit the hammer.
And that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to ask. All right, when it's in this process before it goes into law, this is when everybody, instead of going on Instagram comments saying, "Oh, it's fuck," go in the mayor's DM.
Or even if you want to go in Instagram comments, tag the elected officials in the comment thread so they can see all the people who are not happy with it.
Why they don't never tag the city of Philadelphia in Sherelle Parker?
But then you can't just do social media stuff. You can't just be a keyboard warrior. You get what I'm saying? After you do, because what they're gonna do is, oh yeah, we're getting tagged. So what? But unless and until you're registered to vote and not liking something. And willing to go see these people at their office. Like I get stuff done. I get stuff done because they know I'm going to pull up.
Yo, we ran down on Malik.
You know
Remember
what I mean?
Lawanda? We ran down on Malik. Remember we went to Sydney Bass
I'm
office?
saying when I
made
needed to get an appointment,
Malik came outside. We didn't even have to go up there. I said, I ain't even trying to go up there. Come
they
outside.
were taking forever to give me an appointment. I was asking for an appointment, and they kept, when I would show up, instead of it being the elected official, they would have one of their staff members go, oh, yeah, he's not here, but you'll be meeting with me. They did that to me like 2-3 times. So what I did was I started finding out everywhere he was going to be, and I started pulling up at, when we gonna meet? When we gonna meet? Can I get
Death Row Records?
And then they said, sure, fill out a form for a meeting request, and they emailed it to me. I printed the meeting request form out, filled it out with pen and paper, and rolled down to the office, said, here's my meeting request. So you can't say it got lost in the mail. It was in my junk folder or none of the other stuff. Like, we're here face to face like that. All the lobbying firms, all the ones that try to get stuff done in Washington, they get their offices right across the street from where the congressmen and stuff are. That intimidates them because we can pull up. You know what I mean? It's just like with anything, we can pull up. That's what we had to do. Start pulling up.
The mayor office know that people going to pull up, especially black men and black women, young and old. If they're pulling up and saying this is not what we want, and you're bringing a solution, you're not saying, look, we don't want this, but we want this too. This is the solution right here. So it's like, you got to show up. You got to go down to City Hall and be, like you said, you can't just be on typing. You got to go down there, front and center, find out when the city council, Lawanda that said it. It's every Monday at 10 o'clock.
Oh, Thursday, 10 a.m.
Every Thursday,
City
10
Hall.
a.m. at City Hall. City Council has a
Just
meeting.
have an ID.
And if you just need your ID. And then if you can't make it to City Hall, you can go on the Zoom. They got the Zoom.
Yeah, you just go
Everybody
to
got an iPhone.
CCTV. Just go online. City Council literally has its own TV station where you could see all the past ones too.
You can see everything.
You can see all the
can
past
see
ones.
who passed what law, who disagreed with it, who agreed with it. You can see all that. It's literally out there. People really just have to go out there and do this shit for real, for real. So I'm really like, I presented the question to anybody, and usually it'd be a couple people in the chat. I knew people was going to stay away from that $50 a day. I knew they didn't want that $50 because they knew they wasn't going to be able to answer the question. I know they wasn't.
And the thing is they might have it.
And I'm upset because
they might have a different opinion about who, because you said 4, right? So my 4 might not be the same as the 4 you think are important.
Exactly. And I would want
but
to
at least
that.
know
I
the answer, some kind of answer.
I said the 4th one is the mayor. The 4th one is the mayor. So it's 3 people that you just have to name what their position is in your community. They're political officials, and there's 3 of them before you get to the mayor. What are those people, and what's the committee at 70? I'd have gave y'all a bonus, John, to throw another $50 in there. That's why I'm asking. Like, and it's really like, and I was like, yo, don't Google it. Because now people can hear it and like, Google it. But I really want you to Google it so you can see and be informed on actually what it is for real, for real. And matter of fact, since nobody tapped in, I'm just going to say it. It go like this. It start with your committee person first, then your ward leader, then city council, then the fucking mayor. So if you don't know who your committee person is, you fucked up. If you don't know who your ward leader is, you fucked up. Don't even go to city council or the mayor if you don't know who your committee person or your ward leader is for your district. If you don't know which your district is on your map, you fucked up. You need to know what that is. So you could be from a certain hood. You could say, oh yeah, I'm from, 29th and Girard, but my address is in Logan. You have to go where your address is and know who runs that area. That's the lineup. Committee is 70 they've been out since like the 1900s. Like I'm dead serious. There's a newspaper. Now they online. They tell you anything you need to know about any elected official, anything the mayor is doing, anything city council is doing, who's your city council person. They give you the maps. They give you everything.
You can see their positions, what they believe in.
Everything.
Like right around election time, they interview all of them.
It's a ward leader for every. Listen, all right, thank you, Razor. Shout out my brother Razor in the building. Listen, it's four committee people. Then you have one ward leader for basically each neighborhood. like that. And the ward leader is who's going to really talk directly to city council and the mayor. So that's the person you really need the relationship with. Another thing is block captains. Know who the block captain is. If there is none, volunteer for the block captain. Go to the block captain meetings. So then you can voice your opinion. Say,
Yeah,
oh no, we don't
especially
want
if you
this.
don't like stuff that's happening on your block. Like, especially if you don't like stuff that's happening
So
on
if
your
you
block.
don't like something happening on your block, contact your block captain or become block captain. If you don't like things happening in community, contact your committee person or your ward leader. And they're going to direct you to the committee person. And the committee person and the ward leader, which they don't do. I'm beefing with my ward leader right now. Sharon, you know I got a problem with you. You know I ain't playing with you, Sharon. I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. No, you know I'm not playing. Because I really came to Sharon and I said, listen, we need to sit down and we need to come up with some bylaws and some guidelines for the ward. So we can start incorporating the younger that's enthused about politics and the older people that's enthused, and we can come together and then start making this change.
You
Put
know
me
something?
on Nor.
You know,
Put me
of
on
all
Nor.
the
That's why I'm saying her name, because I'm like, what are we doing here? And now when I'm at any event, I see Steve Kinsey. I'm like, damn, where my ward leader at? Ain't there. We throw events. Razor, we throw events. You see the ward leader? No. See any of our committee people? No.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I'm beefing with Sharon because I said I'll fill the last committee spot. Not helping me out at all. So it is games that be being played with, the elected officials, but you got to hold them accountable.
Let me tell you,
you got to run down
of
on
all
them,
the people you mentioned, that the ward leader and the committee people are the most powerful people in the city. They're more powerful than the mayor.
In the hood.
You know why? Because their job is to rally the votes. So what they do is they go collect all of the old ladies. And that's another reason why our city is the way it is that the people who are in charge really don't understand what's happening out here. They're still living in 1952. They have all the power.
They're still in Wilson Good era.
They have all the power. Yeah, because they get together and they rally. It's like bundling bread. Like if y'all wanted to get a bottle, you put 2 in, I put 4 in, she put 7 in or whatever. That's what they do with the votes. So they go and they go to their other church lady friends and they all bring all of their votes together. Now, anything that group wants, it's getting, because no elected official wants to lose that many votes at once. Exactly. We all have the power, even here with Glockaware and all the shows that are here. We have the power to come together and make things happen if we move as a group. Facts. And say, this is what we want. And we got 175 votes, you know what I'm saying, to put down on that. Yeah. Now, this 175 votes will swing in another direction if we don't get what we need to get from you. But we're going to keep building the coalition, and that number, that 175 is going to go up. I know me, Rosie Razor, probably just combined got thousands.
Yeah, we got. That's why
mailing list thousands.
Yeah, that's why we about to change
there's
the narrative.
People in this city losing elections by 100 votes. So we could be deciding whether somebody is in or out based on our collective vote. Then everybody's saying here talk about, I don't participate in voting, I don't believe in it, because they don't watch some hoteps on YouTube that told them to become sovereign.
But hold on,
and this is just dumb.
What?
What I did was, remember, we put me on that shit for that. Got the names, emails.
Oh yeah, I told you. I said this your homework, right? Look, I just gave him one thing. I said, bro, this your homework. And Razor did his homework 100% on that joint. I gave him an A+ grade. Like, no, but you did the initial project.
And that's where the grant money and the bread come from too. That same list. That same list. And look, everybody wants access to that list.
Yo, and listen, y'all don't even know they sell those lists. You can get it's people that sell that information and get money. Like, that's actually a job, for real. People go around to different companies and try to buy it and then sell it for more. That's just a little thing that I learned on the way.
Yeah, there's big money in those lists.
Yes, but the thing that's changing now in the political landscape, the older people are passing away. dying off or not even able to make it or be active as they was. And it's really a gap. The people in power, they don't know how to contact anybody that's 40 and down. They don't know how to interact with anybody 40 and down. So this is the time for us really to form that coalition and run down on these elected officials and say, no, we out here. Like, Mars Stacks will be there. I'm there. Tashia there. DJ Nate there. You see all these different ages, men and women. It's no choice but to listen.
That's their biggest fear.
That's their biggest
is
fear.
us organizing because they don't know how to control us. They can already control the people they have right now. They know what they want. They know, you know what I mean, who they are. They don't know none of us.
Yeah, you know I don't like the system, LaWanda. You know, and shout out Darisha Parker or whatever. Like I said, if it wasn't for Darisha, I wouldn't have the information I have in this book. But when Darisha came through my neighborhood, I was just like, I don't fuck with no politicians. I don't bang with y'all. And at the time, I didn't know what I knew now, but I still feel the same way. I don't bang with them because they don't do right by the people. But then I learned that it's the committee people and the ward people that play a major part in this too. And then I'm like, damn, I was directing my anger almost at the wrong people. I was supposed to start with the pecking order down at the bottom and then work my way up. And now I know how to maneuver, and that's why I'm saying, Sharon, when there's a community event and I see you, you know it's B. I got smoke with you.
No,
Sharon is the ward leader.
Sharon.
No, I'm dead serious. She's the ward leader of the 17th ward.
God.
The 17th ward is stretched from Wyoming all the way up to fucking Broad County. Like, come on. Matter of fact, all the way up to 66 and Broad. That's where it stretched out. That's the 17th ward. So I'm looking like, all right, miss, you here, right? But what are you doing as far as just letting people, politically educating people in the 17th ward? From Wyoming Avenue, Broad, Wyoming to 66 and Broad. There's no political education. So I'm like, listen, if I had to do it, yeah, I'll do it. I don't want to be ward leader. I don't want the spotlight. If somebody want to do it, they can do it. I'm just there to help out and give my ideas and my support. But at the end of the day, like I told my brother Razor, we going to have to be the committee people, and then we going to have to be the world leaders. The real niggas going to have to step in. Like, anybody that a street nigga or a real nigga, whatever you want to call it, this is the time to step up. Because for real, we got to make the change in the city. We can't trap forever. We can't be goons forever. Something got to change. And we see the young boys on the bullshit. Like, I'm really talking to my nephew. He said he's not coming outside this summer because it's already drawn. Young boys and young Jones is really down at Broad and Cecil B. Moore, 10 o'clock at night on a Tuesday. That's just the spot. And I'm like, hold the fuck up. I asked my nephew, like, they out there all the time. He said, they out there all the time. He said the weekend, they out there like 3 o'clock in the morning until the cops move them off, and then they go out to the neighborhood and start catching right. So I'm like, basically, they don't have nothing to do. And I said, that's one of the solutions I would be presenting to the mayor, because I know somebody's going to ask me, well, Rosie, what's your solution? My solution is more recreational programs for the youth that we had growing up in the 90s and early 2000s. Like, we had the POW, we had Positive Image, they had Teen Shop for the girls. They don't even, and Teen Shop's still around, but it's just not out there. Like, they used to give out condoms and contraceptives at Broad County, and it's just awareness. There's no awareness on that for the youth. It's like, I'd be like, yo, I just came up with the term earlier, like, parents that's hitting in plain sight. Because I'm like, all them young boys at Broad and Cecil B, I'll be looking at anybody that's, I'm going to say, 40 to 60. One of them motherfuckers is your kids out there, yo. I'm dead serious. It's people that I know and don't know that I'll be looking at like, I know one of your kids is them fucking kids out there fucking up. But if they 15, that means 5 years ago they was 10. What the fuck transpired in them 5 years? So then once they go from 15 to 20, they on bullshit. 20 to 25, they crashing out. So in those 5 year spans from 15 to 20, 20 to 25, what the fuck is any of the parents teaching? Definitely nothing political, but fuck that. Where's the right and the wrong? Where's the use
just
the condoms?
home training, basic home training.
Yeah, the basic shit.
Like how to be. outside.
Yeah,
and
be proud.
inside.
Yeah, be proud of yourself and shit. Don't be a leader, not a follower. And it's like these terms don't exist in a household no more. And I'm like, yo, I don't, you know,
The
I ain't
parents not home. First of all, they not home. They either working multiple jobs or not working and out in the club
both.
lit. Let's
It's
be
both.
honest. Some
It's
of their
both. It's
parents
both.
be outside.
Some people
You
be
know, we
working
see
their
them at
ass
the
off.
showcases all the time.
Some people be working their asses off, and there's some people work in club, and then some people that's party.
Yeah, some of them is on OnlyFans. Some of them is out here, you know what I mean, selling,
chasing the bag.
Yeah, chasing the bag.
Chasing the bag.
And the thing is that, like, you was talking about the programs and stuff. I'm tired of people saying there's not programs. There's a lot of programs. The programs just aren't good.
They ain't good.
The programs just aren't good. They're being run by people who don't know what they're doing.
Bullshit.
Like my kids in North Philly, you know, they fuck with me. You get what I'm saying? They understand that, like, I'm not like the rest of their teachers. You know what I'm saying? And that allows them to feel comfortable enough with me to tell me certain stuff I have no business knowing as far as they're concerned. And they listen to me when I speak, you know, because they like how I approach the work. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of it. But then the city continue to fund people who are failing. The big ones, the big nonprofits and the big organizations that got the names and stuff behind them, they got people out here doing lines they funding. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just keeping it a bean. So I'm saying,
we talk. I think somebody asked me that on Kane Black. And I say, yo, they motherfuckers be getting high. And it is what it is. But at the same time, if you're a functioning addict, do what you gotta do. But run your shit fucking right.
Right, but it's not being run right.
None of these
so it's like
it's
like so much shady dealings happening because what they do is they go for the people who are morally corrupt. That's who they give the money to, so they know that person's morally corrupt enough to give them some money on the back end on the low. Now, if you go to a righteous person who's honest and stuff, they're not gonna deal with you because they want to do crimes with you. They want to do crimes on the low with you. So we got a lot of illegal activity happening in the city. But I mean, if I had a solution, my solution would be you got the mayor implementing all these things that are supposed to stop the crime or whatever. And it's like real imposing on black men in particular, right? If you do that, but you don't provide the jobs and the other stuff on the other side of that, you know what I mean? Then it's just racism. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you're just attacking a group of people so that they can't walk down the street anymore, but you're not coming to those people with any of the opposite alternative.
Yeah, give them another alternative, right? Other than what they have.
But they're not funding the alternative.
Facts. Like reentry, like the reentry programs. There's no reentry programs to get felons actual good jobs. Like my cousin, and if you got a violent felony, yo, it's extremely hard for you to get employment. If you got a violent felony and you did some time, it's hard. I got cousins that's really trying to work and trying to stay away from the streets because, you know, they got to feed their family at the end of the day, but they don't give them any options. That's another solution that I would present to the mayor, saying we need re-entry programs. And if she says what's in that, I'm saying getting brothers that have violent crimes that did their time jobs.
Everybody got to eat.
Yeah, jobs with benefits. Like, they tried to join where the brothers got out and they got them like the welding jobs and all that. I mean, they put them in the apprenticeship for the welding and other different things. And it was a promise that you was going to have jobs after that. They didn't know that the unions is racist and only buildings that get built downtown is by white people. Like, you gotta be family, you gotta have your family in there for you to get in. So a lot of the brothers that came home and did apprenticeship programs for welding or whatever it may be to do the work to build the buildings downtown, they couldn't get jobs. They couldn't get in the union. They was getting bullshitted, and a lot of brothers resorted back to crime. Or a lot of brothers lost their mind and went to drugs, like, because they can't take it. They're going from one environment to another shithole environment with more weight and more responsibility on you.
Yeah, but you know what? This is the last thing I'm going to say, but, like, this all come down to how the conversation started. This is all our fault. These are our employees. These elected officials are our employees. There's 14 billion dollars in the state
budget.
of 14 billion with a B extra money in the state of Pennsylvania. I went to the budget meeting the other day. 14 billion is extra money sitting there collecting interest right now. But because we hired these, it's like having a business where you just let your employees do whatever. Then you be like, why isn't my business making any money? Because we was throwing money at hoes all day at the office and you wasn't here.
Yeah,
we are
Wall
the
Street.
ones that are on vacation while our employees, which are the elected officials, are not doing their job. If you think about what an elected official's job is to make sure Philly is safe. Is Philly safe? No. Do people have jobs? Because it's to make sure there's employment, that it's safe, that it's clean, that there's jobs. You get what I'm saying? That's what they're supposed to do. That's literally their job description. But we have none of those things. And year after year, we allow them to keep having that job. Now, what job would keep letting you work there 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years
and being
and you ain't done a damn thing?
And being competent. That's why I said with my committee people right now. And shout out to my mom. She is one of the committee peers. But my mom being in the hood, my mom 70. She can only do so much. She be in the hood trying to give him information. My other 2 committee people, they ain't never the fuck around. They ain't never doing shit. So that means Sharon, the ward leader, she don't gotta do shit. That means city council don't gotta do shit. That means the mayor don't gotta do shit. That's why Logan don't got a voice right now. We don't got a CDC. We don't got a business association. We really the voiceless. When I see Cherie Street, when I see Cindy Bass and them, I said, you know, this part of the Northwest is the voiceless. Glitter gave money to 365 blocks in the Northwest and said, fuck Logan. Like we ain't in the Northwest. And they got $1 billion for it. I said, damn, y'all gonna do Chew and Shelton, but y'all ain't gonna do Broad and Downey?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gonna do Broad and Windsor?
Y'all didn't see them putting all them fountains in down in Center City? And they didn't come out to no neighborhood out here and put a single patch of grass or nothing.
We gonna make Germantown and Mount Airy look good, but for the Belfield area, where my father is from, 17th and Chew, to Logan, we don't exist.
So yeah. Up to speak up, the war leader for they war.
Sharon is the war leader.
But I'm saying it was her position to say something about that, or somebody else like us to say something.
No, we say something. We say something to the committee person or the ward leader, and then
no attention on this area.
Yes. Yeah. So really, what I was supposed to do is Sharon was supposed to be there at the event up in Germantown with Glitter. And that's when she's supposed to be standing up asking the questions I asked. Why isn't this and why isn't that? She's not there, so I asked. But now when I contact her, it should be a collab, but she's going to bullshit me.
But they don't have to listen to you right now.
How long has she been in that position?
She's been there for a couple of years because it was Mr. Raynard. They mad he was in there, and they thought they could do the job, but they realized, that's why I was beefing with Raynard. All the time I was doing political work, he was an op. Just because I wouldn't hand out his flyers, he wouldn't look out. Whole time, listen, you already you know I'll give you the whole rundown. Listen. No, and he lived right behind me.
Listen, right now, that even if you was to go to that committee raiser, even if you was to go to that committee person right now, she's gonna just ignore you. You know why? Because she ain't worried about nobody taking her position. But if you had all them people behind you, like what I was telling you
the committee
before,
people vote the ward leader in.
Okay, so is it as simple as going there with a typed out sheet of paper, all these names on there saying this what it is, or just going and just saying this what we got?
Well, first, build up the power. I know you already got the power and the influence, but make it. Don't show her. Don't show nobody your playbook. Just let them know you got it, but don't show them it. Oh, can I get a copy of that? Nah. You know what I'm saying? But just have it. But the thing is, keep building your army. You know what I'm saying? Keep building your army because she knows she got an army of old ladies. She knows how many exactly old ladies. What you need to find out
she got all the old people
from Rosie's mom is how many how much is the army of old ladies this got? They got the list. How many people are on that list? That's information for you. If it's 240 people on that list, then you know you need 250. You need 270. You need 300. Because they'll try to chip your people off too, so that your number is lower than theirs.
Yeah,
you know
so
what I'm
what
saying?
we do is
So you want to make sure you got 300-400 just to be 30.
We go to, it could just be me and you. When they have a committee meeting, we go to the committee meeting. You see Sharon herself. Listen, this is what's going on in the war. Boom, 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 boom. What are you actually doing? Because I already told her, you've been moving with incompetence for a couple years here. If the job is too much for you, let a nigga know. And we'll put somebody that the fucking in there that can really fucking do it. I don't care if it's old or young. But don't be in there, that's because you want a position of power and you can't do really shit. Because she don't control nothing in the 17 ward.
Because they're still running the neighborhood like it's 1970. They're still using the old playbook, and the neighborhood around them done changed. These people don't even know how to use Instagram. They barely know how to use Facebook.
And it's like that's what I'm saying. That's where the stagnation come at. And I'm saying that's one of the first things. Is on the smallest local level. It's people in committee, people and ward people that ain't doing shit now. And it is some that are actually doing stuff, but it's not in my ward. That's why I said I can only attack the Northwest. I can't do the whole city. I can't do for West Philly. I can't do for South Philly. I gotta do from Logan all the way up to Sheltonham. That's what I got to interact because that's where my elected officials
But
are.
if everybody was doing that in their neighborhood, the whole city would look different.
There you go.
So
There you go.
That's what we start. That's saying.
Yeah.
Going to them, let them know what we got.
You know, I got Germantown, so if y'all got Logan, they connected.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how we form it. Yeah. And whatever events is there, that's why I said all the events my mom put me on to, I'm literally just going
I got
there,
Mount Airy, East Falls, and Chestnut Hill too.
Leader. I ain't looking for Cindy. I ain't looking for Steve Kinsey. They there. I'm looking for my ward leader.
Yeah, your ward leader could get them on the phone like that.
So fuck me calling Malik. To do all that. It's supposed to be my ward leader. This is the ward leader's job. This is what you know. I could get him on the phone like that. So it's like, don't sign up for this shit. Nah, she not. I mean, she is from the 17th ward.
Do we just take over your whole show?
You know, she's from basically up by 66 and Broad. So anything that goes down here in Logan, she don't know anything about. Anything from Broad County all down to Wyoming, she don't know nothing about. Because the committee people aren't there to tell her what the fuck is going on. My mom can only say so much or whatever. So that's why I'm like, listen, I'm asking her to let me fill the last committee spot. Yeah. And my goal is to spread the word. That's why I'm like, look, even with Leek Moss and them, we're going to find out who they committee people is and who they ward leader is down there in Tioga. And we're going to start putting real niggas in position of committee people and then ward leader. Yeah. We got to put the real niggas, and I'm putting it out there. Any real nigga that want to be a committee person, a ward leader, or a block captain, let me know. Let me know, and then we can make change.
And the job ain't that hard.
It's not that hard. That's another thing.
Because I know a lot of people don't want to do it because they don't want.
The reason why they got more speed bumps and potholes because you got to go to the block captain. The block got to sign off for it. So you have to say what block you actually want those potholes done, and then they go and do it. The whole city, that's what I'm saying, the whole city is fucked up. That's why LaWanda said if everybody is operating in that capacity, we can get this shit done. Yeah. People make it seem like it's a big ass burden, but for real, we just really need to educate ourselves and unify and do what we gotta do.
I'm gonna get off your stage, but I want to let y'all know that
no, you good.
You know, I'm trying to go after some funding right now. I'm trying to go after some funding
because there's too many people that's ignorant as shit. And I'm like, yo, y'all got no solutions, but everybody got it fucking game. Everybody got knowledge. I'm like, y'all kicking all this fucking knowledge. But
it's no knowledge.
It's bullshit though.
I'm trying to go after some funding right now to do exactly what it is that we're sitting here doing. So like even this show could have been paid for. You know what I'm saying? So that you could do something like this. I'm going after some money right now. so that I could do something called 30 Days of Democracy. So for 30 days right before the election, I'm going to educate people on the candidates, why this matters, what's at risk. And not doing it from like a political, like partisan standpoint, but just letting them see both sides so they can make a choice about what is right for them or not right, and stop listening to what other people are saying. So before I leave here, I gotta say, all the people who are saying that they're gonna vote for Donald Trump because they're gonna get a stimulus check, please, you're not gonna get a stimulus check from this man. The entire reason for getting it the first time was so you would think this. And so what's gonna pop off next is gonna be wild and something you don't want. And this country is not stable with that man in government. He's not well.
Listen,
but you're not getting one because there's no COVID. The stimulus check was because of COVID.
Yeah, that's why
because they didn't want niggas to wow out because they had to be inside. So they sent us money so we could feel like we was okay for a minute until stuff settled down. That was the reason for the PPP.
Yeah.
You know, that was the reason. That's why all that stuff disappeared right after COVID was, everything was opened up again. They're not doing that again unless someone creates a new strain of a disease, you know what I mean, or something, and starts spreading it around. Do not vote for this man because you think you're getting a stimulus. Matter of fact, you already paid that stimulus back like 4 or 5 times over since then, when they taxed the hell out of you after that to get their money right back. So y'all really silly. Like, y'all might have got 2 bands or whatever, right? But y'all paid like 9-10 bands already since then. And they came up off of y'all, but y'all is happy about having that 2 bands that y'all don't even realize y'all lost 10.
Man,
you know what I mean? Right after it.
We try to work on reparations, man. We need reparations. If y'all want anything, fucking reparations. Real rap. On the federal level, tell them motherfuckers give us reparations. Ain't on the state level. The state owe money and the feds owe money. Reparations. Fuck that. Push that fucking agenda, man. That shit. We working out here. I was in my fucking bag today because I was just thinking about last week. Like, I really was asking people, like, yo, well, you think the mayor doing a good job or whatever? No. Well, what's some solutions or what's some things you want her priority be? Anything. And that got me so frustrated. I'm like, yo, no.
Let's know what they want.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't even know what you want, but you want her to change. Like, come on, like, she worked for you at the end of the day. That's why I'm like, all right, I'm going to listen, if anybody can answer the question, I'll give you $50. That's the simple thing so you can educate. Please Google Committee of 70. That's
did you even get anybody to answer? Or
no, ain't nobody going to answer. They don't want that $50.
But I'm saying that
it's too early.
Listen, all right, listen. I gave
because
it,
he wasn't going to waste his time.
They come in, listen. They
and
watch the show.
Google anyway.
If they watch the show and then they go in the comments or they hit me in the DM and run it down, then I'll look out for you. That means you did your homework, at least, because I just want you to really get the information. Listen. It's over. Look, hold on, Razor. It's crazy. Before we
get in here if you want to ask questions.
No.
Can I get pooch, please? Don't you know my dog? I get pooch.
Before we get out of here though, listen. I think we stumped the internet because don't nobody ask Ginger no more questions. She answered everything. They don't come in the DM no more. She stumped y'all. She got y'all the fuck up out of here. Nobody answered no questions. They like, damn, we tried to get her. Damn, Tashi, that's a good job, man. Listen.
You don't even have a serious
The Ask Ginger segment ain't go nowhere. The people that stopped, they just got stumped. We got on the Tashi got on the fuck out the way.
We can stand behind what the fuck we say.
In fact,
right.
Ginger got the internet out the way. I'm saying that right now. Y'all ain't got no more questions for Ginger. Y'all, damn. Y'all ain't shit. Listen, it's quite a conversation every Wednesday, 5 to 6. Man, great conversation today. I had to vent a little bit because I was frustrated. It's your boy Pete Rose. You know my co-host Ginger, aka Tashia. Please send some questions to Tashia. Like real rap. Let her add. Give her some questions to answer. Like she stumped y'all.
Love her, Joe.
And we listen, we was about to give some prizes and shit. Motherfuckers that's quick. He kept out the game. Shout out LaWanda, Tap In Real Mission Inc. Shout out Mission Forward, Solid City. Shout out my brother Razor. Help Me Help Them is the organization. You know we pushing the narrative in the community. If you're trying to do any community work, tap in to Help Me Help Them. Go right on Instagram, type in Help Me Help Them. Me and my brother Razor, we active in the community. Tap in with us. Shout out Mars Stacks. Shout out my brother Jordan Ramsey in the motherfucking building. Shout out Glockaware. Y'all know what it is. If y'all can't catch the live, spin back on YouTube. Chronic Conversation. We be back next week. Celebrity basketball game in July. Oh, July about to be lit. July about to be lit. Before I get out of here, yo, it's the Black Men's Wellness Day, June 8th. Down on Temple Campus, 1816 North 15th Street. That's the Black Men's Wellness Day. It's a great event. Please pop out. All black men, young and old, pop out to the event, man. It's Chronic Conversation. July gonna be fucking lit. We got celebrity games, pool parties and shit. Shout out Mission Inc. DJ Nate.
Give me one for
DJ Nate on Lure Choose. Oh, well, matter of fact, casino night on Friday. Y'all know Tap In with Fly Boys, man. Shout out Nine, shout out Poe, the whole Fly team, man. Tap in them on Friday for casino night. Yo, it's Chronic Conversation. We lit. Let's go. Stay woke, my brothers.